sister can be annoying, but don't you think you were a bit mean when she wanted to dance?
She'll get over it.
Harsh?
She was doing my head in.
So what's new?
I'm just sick of her always being up in my grill.
Do you want to tell me what's really going on?
All right. I'm tired. I've run out of strawberry Pop-Tarts, so this is chocolate. And my electric razor's broke, so I look like a scruff.
I think you look gorgeous. And I think you'll find it's my electric razor. Whatever. So we're going for the grumpy teenager vibe.
Look, I'm fine. Gemma wound me up and I snapped. Maybe I shouldn't have, but it is what it is.
No. You're going to have to apologise before Monday.
Why?
Because you're walking her down the aisle.
Not anymore. I'm not going.
Of course you are.
Can you chill on telling me what to do?
You cannot miss your own twin sister's wedding over a row about dancing.
Look, it was more than that. We had a big Barney after you left, and I can't be bothered with the aggro.
If you swerve the wedding, you're going to regret it. Is that her?
Who?
Gemma. Who else?
It's nobody. Haven't you got churches to visit?
No. We're having such a nice chat.
Look, you know I'm not a morning person. I'm fine. Gemma's fine. Everything's fine.
You're right. This isn't over. I love you.
I love you too. Go on, you don't want to be late.
You all right?
He's gone.
All right, I'll be over soon. Do you need anything?
Time machine. Freedom.
Hey, there are plenty of people who should be locked up, but you aren't one of them.
He needs locking up permanently.
Yeah, we all know that. I just hope a judge does.
The hearing today is just about the assault on you, Daisy, isn't it, in Victoria Gardens, correct?
Yeah. He's on trial next week for the acid attack.
Oh, yeah. How was Ryan?
Justin hurt you too.
You watch him worm his way out of it.
He threw acid at you both. There's no walking away from that.
I've just got this horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Come on, don't do that. It doesn't help anyone, does it? Tell you what, whatever you've got planned for today, cancel it. Let's get on a train and go somewhere.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah? The lakes? Or York? You can't be stressed out in Jorvik Viking Centre, can you? Or a spa, then? Relaxing facial?
I don't need a facial.
Look, I'm just trying to come up with...
I know, and I love you for it. But I am not going to be able to relax until I know that that psycho is behind bars for a long time.
Didn't you get him that disgusting bone thing to chew on?
Freddie clearly prefers my slippers, so I'll have to make do in socks.
Yeah, well, he needs telling.
They are merely material things.
Well, he's right. It's people that are important, not possessions. Like this brew or this Eccles cake.
I'm sorry to hear about you and Faye.
Yeah, well, she's happy now, and it's all that matters. Like I said, it's people that are important.
And you just wish that you were her people. But you know what? Don't worry about it. You'll meet someone new when you least expect it. Won't you, Roy?
What? Oh, yeah, well, yes. Yes. Well, I have heard that ladies are partial to a man in uniform.
Well, that could have gone better. Tired?
Yes, well, Freddie's an early riser, and I was eating my toast and marmalade before dawn, so...
Yeah, I heard the yapping. You still feeding him that posh dog food?
I have added fresh vegetables to his diet.
Raw vegetables?
Freddie prefers them steamed.
Is that before or after his pedicure?
I'll have a tea to go. Strong, please.
Coming up?
I shall be taking Freddie for his walk soon, if you care to join us.
Now I've got a shift at the shop and I'm on the last warning. I'd like to know what Dev thinks he can do.
I wouldn't dream of making you miss your work.
No, but I could go for a walk with you and the little flea bag afterwards.
Oh, appreciate it.
Right, and don't forget, you have to follow up on that doctor's appointment. Yes, that vet's appointment is what I meant, you know, for Freddie to have his snip.
On my to-do list.
What's the judge like?
Magistrate, Madam Aldridge. She's tough but fair.
So we have no idea which way she'll swing.
Well, we've done our bit. Now, you just need to try and relax now. Don't want to be going into court wound up.
You probably shouldn't go then.
She'll take everything into consideration.
I'm not a charity case.
I never said you were.
I know, sauce.
I've got a meeting beforehand down by the court, so I'll order you a taxi to come and pick you up.
I've lost the use of my foot, not my brain. I can call a cab.
I know that, but I would have offered that to any of my clients. What can I say? I'm a lawyer who goes above and beyond, so stop thinking I feel sorry for you.
You do, though.
No, I don't. You do my head in. Go and sit down, I'll bring these over.
Hey, I can do...
I know you can. You're very capable. Now go and sit down. Anyway, all being well, what is the plan for Monday?
I mean, if I'm not banged up? Dunno, sit in my pants all day.
I mean, for the wedding.
I'm swerving it.
That's the wrong answer.
Look, all eyes should be on our Gem, not on me hobbling down the aisle. Besides, we had a big bust-up at the end, do. I'm uninvited.
She won't have meant it.
It's for the best. Anyway, might be behind bars in a few hours, eh?
All right, love. Yeah, you get on. Okay, bye-bye.
Is that Faye?
Yeah. She's busy. You have to have something to say on the phone, don't you? If she was here, we could sit on the sofa and have a brew and a bun, but on the phone, you just feel the pressure to be...
To be?
I don't know, interesting.
You're an extraordinary man.
But not in a good way.
Yes, in a marvellous way.
I'm probably a bit dull.
How do you think Craig feels?
Well, he's not that dull. He's got all his copper stories, hasn't
No, I'm not saying he's dull. I'm saying, well, he must miss her too, and he doesn't even get to talk to her.
he? Yeah. First cut always the deepest, isn't it? I just want to be able to have a conversation with my daughter.
You know, Faye will love talking to you on the phone, and if you haven't got any news, just ask her what she's been doing. That's what I always do with Rosie and Sophie. Rosie loves talking about herself.
I just want to hear, though.
Oh, no, me too. But she's with her daughter. She's in love. She's made the right decision.
Yeah, for her. But not for me.
So I need to do my spray tan, wax everything.
Yeah, not in that order.
I need to get new old-ups because I laddered the others when I was trying them on.
We should have put them in the freezer.
I don't want to have frostbite when I'm walking down the aisle. I want it to be perfect.
You been to see his lordship?
Yeah, I just had a brew with Paul.
I bet that was fun.
You all set for your big day?
Yeah, I'll be walking down the aisle by myself, but I'm not bothered.
Did he say out? Why he's being daft?
Daft? He was proper mean.
Paul really cares about you, Gemma.
Yeah, looks like it.
Why'd you say that?
No reason, I just know he does. Look, I've got to get back to the office.
I'll catch you later. I need to go get these old-ups.
Okay.
Because, like, there's this guy over there. He's, like, giving me the evil eye. I think he might be.
I wondered if Paul had said anything.
No, not really.
He just seems so distant.
He loves you. You know, he's not really a morning person, is he? Coffee?
Yeah, decaf. I mean, the fact that he's a night owl and I'm a lark has got nothing to do with him being off.
Chai latte, the Adams.
Something is going on with him.
You know, maybe he's just got a lot on his mind at the minute. What with the wedding and...
Or the wedding that he's not going to, you mean?
Yeah, I know.
Right, so he's told you about that then? He's bust up with Gemma?
Well, he was keeping his cards close to his chest, but he mentioned it, yeah.
What else did he say?
Nothing. Earl Grey?
I know what it is.
Actually, do you know what? Maybe we should leave these drinks because I do have to get down to the court. And the defendant's a bit of a nightmare. It's dead.
If there is something you know about Paul, then please.
You really need to talk to him, Billy.
He's done, isn't he? With me. He regrets getting back together.
No. You two are great together.
Doesn't feel that way. The Paul I fell in love with, he's changed, and I don't know why. You would tell me, wouldn't you? If there is something that you know that I don't.
It's me, again. Where are you? Don't do this, Paul. Don't make things worse for yourself, all right? Just get here, now. I hope you're okay.
Let me guess. Hefty fine, but no jail time?
What?
You've been caught today, weren't you?
Swerved it.
What do you mean you swerved it?
Done a bonk. Got AWOL, MIA. Probably sending me down as we speak.
You should be there now?
Yep.
Look, I know you're not the brightest tool in the shed.
It's sharpest.
Look, just shut it and listen up.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Ta. Still no word?
No. They will call, won't they? The CPS, they will let me know.
Well, yeah, I imagine that they would, yeah. Hey, look, why don't you go home, have a nice bath and, put a face mask on?
Why is everybody obsessed with my face today? I'm not stressed out because I haven't done my skincare. I'm terrified that that monster is going to get away with everything he did to me.
That's not going to happen.
Have you got a crystal ball?
Gin and tonic, please, Jenny. Coming up.
Hey, have you seen Ryan since he left hospital?
I have, yes, but I know you haven't.
I'm going to go and see him after my shift.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. He was pretty wounded by whatever you said, and he's adamant he doesn't want to see you.
If he knew how much I care about him...
Give him a bit of space, yeah? Now's not the time to go upsetting him.
You should be so very proud of yourself.
Some say second place is first loser, but...
But you feel like a winner, and so you should.
Do you need the tissue?
Scusa? No, the glass is sticky.
May I?
Please do.
First place next time, eh?
Brian won't have time for hobbies. He will be busy doing other things, like learning more Italian for a start.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I could be fluent in time for my trip.
Trip? As soon as my place is habitable, Brian will be my guest of honor. I can't wait to get back today. My first job is to dust the entire place from top to bottom. And then, my dear cousin, it will be ready for you.
You could come too.
Unfortunately, I only have the one guest bedroom, so only room for one guest. I'm so sorry, Mary.
That's perfectly all right. I'm not very good in the heat anyway, and Napoli, it can be ever so, sticky.
Hi.
Oh, just bit my tongue. You gave me a bit of a fright, then.
Sorry. Faye left some work files at the flat. I didn't know if it was important or not, so...
Oh, I'll take it. I won't bother Stephen. He's annoyed enough at Faye for leaving us in the lurch.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to poke the bear. I did text her about it, but she didn't.
Oh, no, she's just really busy. I mean, she had to shoot off the phone from Tim earlier on, so don't take it personally.
In the text, I said that I had some work stuff, and I said... Well, I told her that I missed her.
Oh, well, it's always nice to be told you missed.
I shouldn't have told her.
Well, you've done it now. And there's no hard feeling between the two of you, is there?
I just keep thinking she's going to walk through the door, but she never will again.
Oh, she's not dead, sweetheart.
She might as well be.
Well, we like her alive. Hey, you know, you and Tim, you two miserable peas in a pod. He's at home now. He's moping. Why don't you go over there? It might do you both some good. Oh, and I'm doing a Mexican night tonight. Quesadillas, fajitas, stuffed jalapenos.
Faye loved jalapeno poppers.
Oh, well, maybe not those then, but do you fancy it? I mean, Tim loves wearing a sombrero. It always makes him smile.
My mum said that I've got a really good face shape for wearing hats.
Well, there you go.
Look, this is not to do with you. Just leave me alone.
You're going to throw your life away because you're too chicken at face court.
Look, you don't have a clue.
I don't. At least I know how to embrace life. You're going on like you're already 6 feet under, mate.
Sorry, I'm not buzzing to go to court.
Life's about accepting the good, the bad, and the pig ugly.
Look at me. I'm falling apart, and it's only going to get harder.
Stop waiting for the worst to happen. Go skydive. Hug your mum. Get a pleather jacket. Not half the price, kind to animals.
I don't want a pleather jacket. I don't want to die.
OK, maybe you're going to peg it a bit sooner than you'd hoped, and that's... Yeah, that's awful, mate. You can't control when you're going to die, but you can control how you're going to live. Don't chuck this time away.
He's walking him now. And you watch, he'll be back here carrying Freddie. That dog is living his best life.
And has he got the feline problem sorted now?
Well, he was meant to wait for Evelyn, but he went on his own.
That's my Roy, pulling his big boy pants on.
Right, I'll bring your latte over.
Oh, dear me, dry those eyes. You can come back and visit any time you like.
I know that, and thank you, but I'm not crying because I'm leaving.
Nina, chamomile tea over here when you can. Come on, then, let it all spill out. What is it that's making you quite so sad?
I was packing. I'd almost finished, and I got the call.
Oh, flight delay.
Worse, my apartment. During the renovations, they found the subsidence, and now it is not safe for me to return.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I am homeless, Brian.
What does Debbie know?
She knows that Ryan doesn't want me anywhere near him.
Oh, but he's dealing with such a lot days, you know. He'll come round.
I don't want him to feel isolated. Not when the trial's next week.
Well, he's got people who are close to him. And I know you want to be there for him too, but maybe wait for him to come to you, eh?
I've got to try and get him to listen.
Well, then you need to be prepared that he might not want to hear it. Oh, tell me you've got tequila. Dev's all out and you at work. I haven't got time to go to Fresco's. Silver okay? Have you not got gold? Well, maybe you should go to Fresco's. Silver's fine. It'll cost you. Yeah, well, Mexican night isn't Mexican night without tequila. And I've got two very unhappy boys to cheer up. Sally, make off! Oh, get your mind out the gutter. It'll be £35, please. It's mates' races, that. Oh, do you like robbery?
Guilty. He pleaded guilty to the assault on me.
Hey, well, that's good, isn't it?
I don't know anymore. I thought he'd be sentenced today for what he did to me, but the judge has paused sentencing until after the trial next week.
Right, well, then he'll get a big dose of prison time for all of it. For assaulting you, for hurting Ryan, for everything.
Come on. Come on, Fred. Come on. Good boy. Hey, I'd say that was a great success. There. There we are. There. Good. Freddie! Freddie! Freddie, stop! Stop!
Roy?
Ah! Ah!
All right, come and sit down there. Come on, that's it. There you go. Oof. I told you to wait for me, didn't I?
He ran and I chased the
Yes,
cat.
it's all right. Very interesting, but just save your breath, right? Save your breath.
What are you doing?
What do you think? Ordering a pizza? Ambulance. Friend. No, he's got chest pains, he can't catch his breath, and I think it's his heart.
It's not a heart.
Shh. A precinct. Weatherfield, by the flats. All right, but be quick as you can. It's all right, well, I'm not taking any chances, am I? If I'm not by your side, anything can happen. Just breathe. 1. Out. In.
Where on earth have you been?
I know. I'm an idiot, I'm a coward, I'm sorry.
That's about 20 missed calls from me.
Yeah, I had no credit. Fine. I didn't think I could face it.
Well, you can now.
Yeah, I can.
Well, you looked out anyway. The magistrate's stuck in traffic.
Well, that's lucky, is it?
Small wins. Just gotta stay positive.
I'm not very good at that.
Well, I am. Come on, let's take our seats.
Okay. Thanks for being a friend and keeping my secret.
Which one?
All of them.
There's any journals, that's something.
What about that bloke in the funky anorak?
Oh, he's a regular rubbernecker. See him in here all the time.
What? People actually do that? What's Billy doing here? Did you tell him?
No.
Well, I did. What have you done?
All rise.
Do you know anything about Mendy? He can't find out not like this.
Paul, I've already submitted your medical records, remember? The magistrate will bring it up whether we like it or not.
Everything's ruined.
Darling, you are gonna have a wonderful day, if Paul's there or not.
I'm not on about my evil twin. Look at the state of Joseph Sue.
How did that get there?
Oh, he wanted to dress up in it, didn't he? Fancied himself as 007.
Well, it only cost you a couple of quid, didn't it? Oh, his jacket will cover that. No one will even notice it's there.
Everyone's gonna notice Paul's not there.
Are you sure you didn't say anything to upset him last night? I mean, you were pretty hammered.
He was the one who was hammered, not me. Might have known you'd try and find a way to blame it on me.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, well, so am I. I've tried to ring him a million times. He won't speak to me. He knows how much I've been looking forward to this. We've been dreaming about it since we were kids. Do you remember when he pulled down the net curtains? It wasn't an accident, that, you know. He wanted to wear them as a veil.
You never did get to play the bride, did you?
Oh, do you think that's what it is? Do you think he's jealous?
I've no idea, love. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna find out.
I don't think Freddie's got any idea of the chaos he's caused. He was happy as Larry when I left him with Tyrone. Robin Buckley. Hey, didn't that lad come in after us?
I believe he did, yes.
Well, why are they seeing him before they see you?
They've already taken my bloods and given me an ECG. I would say I'm being very well looked after, thank you, Evelyn.
Well, it didn't look like there was much wrong with him. He's already got through 2 packets of crisps while we've been sitting here.
I'm sure if they thought I was in immediate danger, they'd spare me the indignity of actually dying in the waiting room.
Roy, don't even joke about that.
Roy Cropper?
Oh, yes. Hey, about time.
Excuse my friend. She's a little anxious.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that'll be much company.
Well, I thought maybe you could suggest doing something together.
Like what?
Oh, come on, Craig. Use your imagination. There must be something that you and Tim have got in common.
Yeah. Faye. Unwell. She's not here anymore.
But you were getting ready.
Yeah, I was going to do, but what's the point?
Oh, well, Craig's come round. He thought you two could do something together, you know, to cheer yourselves up. Look, I understand that you're both missing Faye. But you're acting like she's died. She's only moved to Berkshire. You'll be able to go and see her in a couple of weeks.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to sit here. If Craig wants to stick around, he can.
Oh, give up. I'll see you later for some quesadillas.
Well, get us a case of beers and all, love.
For the record, yeah? This was not my idea.
Hi, Mary, what can I get you?
Oh, Brian will be here in a minute. I'll wait for him.
Is that woman still staying at his place?
Thankfully, Isabella should be halfway to Naples by now.
Looks like she's missed her flight. You're surprised to see me, no?
I think about it, not really. So what happened?
There's been an unforeseen problem with her apartment.
Well, what kind of problem?
The kind that means she can't live there until it's sorted.
Well, don't you have any friends in Italy you can stay with?
Yes, of course. But Brian said I could stay with him, and so here I am.
He's a real gent, isn't he? But it doesn't make sense. Why plead guilty to assaulting me but not the acid attack?
Yeah, but Craig witnessed the assault, so there's no way he can wriggle his way out of that one.
Exactly. So he must think he has a case.
What defence could he possibly have? Everyone knows he threw the acid. You and Ryan have got the scars to prove it.
Mm-hmm. If you ask me, I reckon he just wants an excuse to spend more time with you. He's getting into your head. It's working.
No. He talked his way out of the SBO. So what's to say he's not going to talk his way out of this?
What are they talking about?
I honestly do not know. Apologies for the hold-up. It seems there's been an administrative error, and not all the magistrates have received a copy of the supporting documents. I know time is of the essence, particularly to you, young man. So, let's get this underway. Car theft is a very serious offence and carries a custodial sentence. However, I understand from your medical records that you've recently been diagnosed with motor neurone disease. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And in light of your condition, I don't believe it's in anyone's best interests to send you to prison. Therefore, you will receive a suspended sentence. However, should I find you in front of me again, Mr. Foreman, then all bets are off. I hope you have the good sense to spend whatever time you have left more wisely.
All done.
Just awaiting the results.
Yeah, well, you know, at least you've seen a doctor now, so you're out of immediate danger, honestly. What you were doing, chasing Freddie, silly old fool.
I wondered when the recriminations might start.
Yeah, well...
I know it was foolish, but it was instinctive. As if my mind wasn't in control of my body.
Well, that's love for you.
I felt more akin to blind panic.
No, I know that you didn't intend to risk your own life, but you did. Just shows how much you care for that little tyke.
Little tyke? As I recall, you referred to him as a mouse with identity issues.
It's a guinea pig, actually. I mean, just because he's not my sort of dog don't mean I don't have a soft spot for him. It's just... Oh, since Cerberus, I feel...
What do you feel?
Well, I suppose frightened, really. Like, you know, Cerberus was as good a friend as I'm ever going to get, and now I just can't face the idea of losing another one.
Right. Well, I've had a look at your angiogram, and there's been a significant narrowing of your coronary artery. I'm afraid that you have angina, Mr. Cropper.
So will there be pills for that?
I think the best course of action is to have a stent fitted.
What's the stent?
It's a small tube that we insert into the artery to widen it so that more blood can be pumped around the heart.
Bit drastic, isn't it?
It's not nearly as drastic as what would happen if we did nothing. But I assure you, the procedure itself is fairly straightforward. We do hundreds of them every week with extremely positive outcomes. If I have your consent, I'll book you into theatre as soon as we have a slot available.
Yeah, that's fine, yes. Thank you.
Well, you know what this means, don't you? You have got to tell Nina now.
I'll wait outside.
How did you know I was here? Did he tell you?
No. I went through your stuff because I knew something was up. I found a letter from the court.
How dare you go through my things?
I know. But I was worried. And if anyone's got a right to be angry now, it should be me.
You weren't supposed to find out like this.
And how was I meant to find out? With a letter from your prison cell? Do you not think I deserve better than that?
Look, it's my decision when I tell people.
I'm not people. I'm your partner.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty obvious that we don't have a future. I'm dying. Whoa.
I know what you're trying to do right now. And I will not let you push me away.
So is this going to go in, or is it going to come out?
Oh, it's going to come down like that.
Hey, what have you done to my beautiful summer house?
Well, you said find something to do.
What, so you thought you'd take up graffiti? Have you completely lost the plot?
I'm just marking out plans for a new garden bar.
You're not just defacing it, you're destroying it.
No, I'm just making a few minor alterations. Oh, come on, love, everybody's doing it, aren't they, entertaining from home? Think of the parties we could have, the money we could save. We're going to have a little hatch here, a little bar stools, and a fridge to chill your drinks.
I suppose it's not the worst idea you've ever had.
See, I told you should go for it.
Hey, and you could be the bar lady, and we'll call it Sal's Saloon.
Or you could just relax on a sun lounger, sipping free cocktails, admiring the hunky barman.
Better place an advert in the cabin, then.
Very funny.
Right, I'll just nip to the loo, then I'll get another round in.
You don't like me, do you?
Whatever gave you that impression? Fine. I'm not your biggest fan. But you haven't exactly given me cause to trust you. I know for a fact that you sabotaged George's model ship and don't even bother trying to deny it.
And if I did, what would be my motive?
To wheedle your way into Brian's life.
But I am in Brian's life. Whether you like it or not, we are family. And I want him to be happy, just like you do, so there's no reason why we can't get along. Or do you want him to choose between us?
I forgot to ask Tyrone if he'd given Freddie his tea.
Changing the subject again, aren't you?
You heard the doctor. It's a perfectly simple procedure, as straightforward as having a bunion removed, and I'd hardly bother Nina with that information.
Have you ever had a bunion removed? I have. If it's such a simple procedure, why are you keeping it a secret?
Because people have a habit of blowing things out of proportion, much as you're doing now.
Look, any operation, Roy, carries a risk. And that girl, she regards you like a father, and she would be devastated if she thought she wasn't in on whatever was happening. I mean, look, imagine you could be allergic to the anaesthetic. You could have an heart attack on the operating table.
Thank you for your reassuring words, Evelyn, but my mind is made up.
Oh, fine. Stubborn old fool. After the operation, right, how are you going to explain that you're out of action for a couple of days? Eh?
I'll go away.
Where have you been? Been trying to call you?
We took a little detour on the walk.
All right. Did I just say you're going away?
Rill. You said you're going to Rill for a few days. Seaside air, doing good.
Oh, well, I approve. You've not been on holiday in ages. Hang on. What are you going to do with Freddie?
Well,
Fred's staying with me.
Really? I thought you...
Well, you know, he's got no training. I can give him a bit of discipline and it'll be a distraction for me. And please don't make a fuss, because if you do, I'll change my mind.
I mean, I knew that something was up. But this... I just can't wrap my head around it.
You and me both.
So when did you find out?
A while ago. They called me back for the results of those tests. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to worry you. And then, when they told me it was M&D, I didn't know how to tell you.
Oh.
I was in so much debt. I had no way of paying it off if I couldn't work.
That's why you stole the cars.
It was an easy fix. Till you paid my loan off. And I don't expect you to understand this, but it actually felt good. It was like I still had some control over my life.
You could have gone to jail.
So what if I did? I'm dying, Billy. And it's not a good death either. I could have 3 years, I could have less. Most of it will be spent in a chair, and I won't be able to do jack all for myself by the end, so why shouldn't I make hay while the sun shines? And it wasn't just about paying off the debt. I didn't want to be a burden to anyone.
Paul, you will never be a burden to me.
But what about all the equipment I'm going to need? Like stair lifts and wheelchairs, hoists to get me in and out the bath. It all costs money, a lot of money. And then there's the funeral. Unless you think Todd would give us a freebie.
There must be something they can do. I mean, they're coming up with new treatments all the time.
There's no cure. There's a small chance that I might qualify for some new drug that could give me more time.
Okay. That's promising.
That's what I thought when I first read about it, but my nurse blatantly thinks I'm grasping at straws. These things are gonna kill me, Billy. And the sooner I accept that, the better.
I'm not getting that.
Stands for it, please.
Yes.
I need to see Paul. Let me up.
Oh, it's really not a good time, Bernie.
I couldn't give a fig. Let me up, else I'll get a ladder and climb through the window.
You're gonna have to tell her.
And ruin Gemma's big day. No. I'll tell them both later.
Right. You'd better have the mother of all excuses for not going to your sister's wedding.
Where's Bertie?
Oh, he's still at Beth's. Just wanted to nip back first.
Check in on me. You think I'm being paranoid, don't you?
No. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I think Justin's just desperate. What he did to you and Ryan, it was horrific. And admitting that, in court, in front of your family and friends, I mean, that's a massive deal. He probably can't even admit it to himself. But it doesn't mean that he's got a credible case. I tell you what, it's like, do you remember when Bertie ruined your posh lipstick? And he kept denying it till the cows came home? The evidence was right there, all over his little face.
You look like a little scary clown.
Yeah, he did. But he couldn't face the consequences, could he? So he kept denying it.
Justin's not a 4-year-old, though. And as far as I know, he's not into wearing Chanel lipstick.
No. But some people never grow up. Some people never accept the consequences of their actions. Right. Would you like to come with me to get Bertie? Yeah. I should go get changed.
Someone keeps forgetting to rinse the recycling before putting it in the bin. I don't suppose you know who the culprit is. Are you texting me an answer? Because I'd rather prefer the art of conversation.
Sorry, Ken. Sorry, what was that?
Just talking to myself, as usual.
No,
You ready?
yeah. You know, I think you're right. About Justin, I'm overthinking things.
I'm always right. Don't you know this about me yet?
This is your sister's big moment. The one she's dreamed about all her life, and you're going to let some petty argument stop you walking her down the aisle. You say you don't want to ruin her wedding, but you've already put a proper downer on it.
Paul, please. Your mum's right.
Just stay out of this. My mind's made up.
Right, I'm telling you now, son. If you're not at the wedding on Monday, I will never forgive you. And neither will Gemma. I suggest you talk some sense into him.
Before you have a go at me, I'm doing her a favour.
Look, I get it. Why you don't want to tell her about the MND. Why can't you go?
Because she's already on to me. I know she is. She knows I'm lying about something, and she won't stop until she's got it out of me. I have to stay out of her way.
You know, it's going to break her heart if you're not there.
It'll break her heart if I am there. She don't deserve any of this. When she thinks about a wedding and looks back at her photos, I want her to remember that day as special. Because it's the day she married Chaz. Not the day she found out her brother was dying. I'm really scared, Billy.
I know you are.
If you've been affected by issues raised in tonight's episode, you can go to itv.com/advice for support information. Next, it's a celebrity special of Beat the Chasers.